Welcome, everybody. We are here. Fierce Lizzie is my guest tonight.
Hello?
And here's what happened. Lizzie came into my doula village and showed us all about her done for you childbirth ed curriculum. And everybody was like, woo! It was amazing. And then we have questions. So I figured I invited Fierce Liz. Sorry, I have to call you.
Lizzie.
This is everybody calls me doula.
I know.
I'm going to call you Fierce.
It's okay.
I'm just going to have Lizzie come back,
It's okay.
go through the program again, and answer any questions. And I want to just start by saying, how about, here's what I thought we could do. How about if I tell you how I interpret doulas using this,
Okay.
and then you can.
Because you're the doula coach.
Yes, and I'm talking to all of them and here's what it is. I'm talking to all of them, telling them that they should create hybrid doula businesses, meaning have a way that they're bringing in some passive income that doesn't involve them spending time with a client so that you can take some of the pressure off and make doula work more sustainable. But the first like thing that comes up when I start talking about this is they're like, I don't know how to create a digital course. I don't have time to create a digital course. I don't know how to do it. I hate tech. Blah. But then, Lizzie, you have come along with this magic wand solution of a done for you digital childbirth ed course that doulas can use. So here's my fifth grade way of explaining it. Doula, you have created this amazing, fabulous, and we'll get into it. It's this comprehensive soup to nuts
Yeah.
childbirth
Well,
ed.
can I insert real quick
Yeah.
too? Is you were saying like you tell your doulas to have a hybrid offer, hybrid business. And I was doing that too. I had birth workers coming to me being like, Lizzie, I want to do what you do. They know they can make birth work more sustainable with more offers or an online offer. And I would help them make it. I'm like, cool, I will show you what I did. And I'll just give you the steps and you can do your own. And every single time, exactly what you're saying. It's like the time, the tech, and there's all these investments that come with it.
Yes.
You have to have the software to edit. You have to have course hosting if you want private videos that are locked down. You have to have the course platform that you pay for. You have to have the checkout page, the sales page, and it's too much. And so then and doulas are already, a lot of them, busy. Like they're already helping women. And so they have this vision of where they want their business to go and they can't quite get there. And so they just default to I'll just do what I'm the best at, and that's supporting moms. And I was like, how can I help these women have this model where they just get to, because I know once it's done, it's easy, it's cake, it's so simple, and you get to do the part you love, which is help moms, like support the moms, like you're offering birth support. So I was like, I just want them to use mine. So this is
Yeah.
that is how this came. And I get a lot of women who will show interest in my birth class, and then they say, I already hired a doula. And so that was another, women are looking to doulas to know what to do for their birth prep. And then not all doulas, but doulas are winging it. They're like, oh, just go take a birth class. And it's like, what if we just put the birth class in with your services?
Yes.
So moms don't have to go find a birth class. It's already there.
Exactly. That's what I love about it. And I was going to say about all those added softwares and stuff you're talking about. It's like this one's $30, this one's $30. Those $30 softwares add up
Yeah.
fast. And with this, you don't have to do it and you don't have to learn how to use them. Okay, so doulas will pay you $1,000 for the like licensing and the program. And then they're in lifetime, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So then from there, they can sell your course as part of their doula packages, bake it right into your birth doula package, or you could just run like a I was talking to someone today, actually Sarah, who's here. We were talking about how anyone could do. Hey, we're going to do this childbirth ed course. You guys watch it online. I'll host a little Friday Q&A for 3 weeks.
Yep. And that's what I do. That's
Yeah.
primarily how I use it.
Yeah. And then, So when you're doing that, you give people the link to use, they buy it, and then they buy it for $350, and then you would send the doula a commission every
Mhm.
time they sell it. A hefty commission.
It's not like an affiliate program because you are making a good chunk, 50% to 75% commission, depending on where you're at. And I can go into that too. And you keep your clients. So you're not referring them to me and then they work with me. They're working with you and you're just using the curriculum with your clients.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, it's done for you. So
you can literally have a client, like your next consult that you have with a potential doula client, you can say, hey, I've got birth education in my packages. It's literally that simple and quick.
And one of the things we were talking about in my doula village is that if you're a birth doula and you're adding this in, like you're also making your birth doula job easier because your clients are going to be so well educated.
Yes.
That they're easier to support.
They're so much easier. And I've talked to many of our doulas who use the curriculum and I've asked them, do you notice the difference before having this in your packages and after? 100% yes, they do. They're more confident, they're more certain, they're more sure, they're not scared. There's always a little bit of fear.
Well, yeah.
They're just a lot more confident because they have almost a doula level knowledge going into their birth. I don't know if you've ever been a doula for a doula, but it's like the pressure's off because they already know everything and you're just there to support them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just there to do the fun stuff. The other thing is I've talked to a lot of, as I'm coaching doulas, I'm creating a hybrid doula business. I'm saying this is before knowing this, that you had this offer. Mm-hmm. I was encouraging them, like, record some of your childbirth eds, record some of your prenatal. So at least instead of a 3-hour in-person prenatal, you're telling your clients, like, go watch this video and I'll come to your house for an hour for like comfort measures and get to know you and all that stuff. Use a digital course to save yourself time on that back end, like making the birth easier, but also make your prenatals less of your in-person time.
And so I just to repeat yourself over and over and over. And it's like Valerie just asked in the chat, how many hours is the training? How many hours is the birth class? It's almost 30 hours. There's no way you could cover in a prenatal what this program covers. And what it turns into is it's less reactive too. It's not like they're asking questions. I want to know about this. I don't want to know about this. They're going to get the whole picture and it's just more proactive than reactive.
Another reason I've been harping on the hybrid doula business is that this generation of moms has grown up with online learning. They've grown up with a phone in their hand. This is how they want to learn. And you gave me a preview of the class. I went and looked in it. It's 30 hours of amazing content. They can go in. They don't have to watch all 30 hours, but they go in and watch what they want to watch. They can learn about literally every aspect of birth. It's so cool. Hit us up, you guys, with your questions. Go ahead and unmute. Let us know, like, what is the best way. I'm going to just riff on, I see 3 ways doulas can incorporate this into their business. The first is bake it into your existing packages. You guys, I'm a solely postpartum doula. I'm thinking of doing this. I probably will. I'm doing this because my clients have horrible births if they don't hire one of my birth doula besties. So I'm going to create a package that's, okay, you get our postpartum doula services and you also get this childbirth ed. So whether you're birth doula, postpartum doula, raise the price of your package, $350.
Yep.
And it includes this childbirth ed. You've just made a few $100 more as a doula for no time. None of your time.
No added time.
For doing nothing. And you're making your client's life better. It's like a win.
Yeah. And let's say you take 4 clients a month.
Yeah.
That's $1,000 extra in your monthly revenue with 0 extra hours of work.
And you just paid for the licensing fee in 1 month. And for the rest of your doula career, you can continue to earn
Correct.
this. Okay, so the other way you can use this is you can sell just the course. So even if someone says, "Oh my gosh, you sound great as a doula. I can't afford to work with you." You can say to that person, "Okay, great. I do have this offer of this amazing comprehensive childbirth ed program. It's only $350." So you can sell them that. You're still earning whatever, the 40% commission.
50%.
50%, excuse me. And I've been on Zoom all day today. The other way, the third way, is these live cohorts. You can sell the course to a group, say, "Okay, everybody due in May. It's time to join. You watch this childbirth ed on your own, and you as the doula host a Zoom, whatever, every week, once a month, however you want to do it, to give them live. You answer their questions, you teach little things, you
Reassure
personalize it."
them. A lot of it is reassurance.
Yeah.
You can do this.
Yeah.
I know, this is not, and they just sometimes need a little help, like applying it to themselves. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But sometimes they don't even come with questions because it's so comprehensive.
But I would think, so say you were doing that model, like the live cohorts, just selling childbirth ed. I would think everybody that goes through it would, and if you're coming to your live Zoom office hours, they're going to hire you to be their doula because they're like, "Oh, wow, I need help. And I like you and I want to hire you."
Yeah. Offering childbirth education is a great way to upsell your services, your bigger packages.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to put the link in here. What else? What other questions do you guys have? And how did I do with those 3 ways doulas could use it? Okay.
That's perfect.
And then when they sign up with you,
oh yeah,
you have a whole cohort of helping them use this. So you sign up, you have 2 more days, sign up by March 28th. They'll be in this April cohort. First of all, you'll get a bonus call with me to walk through how you're going to implement all this, but tell them what they get with you, Lizzie.
So, of course, you get the rights to use the curriculum and the online platform, but you also get access to, we call it the CBE Club. And there are trainings in there on how to run the online side of your business. Everything that I do to run the birth education side of my business online, and I do it the way Darcy explained, where it's June moms, it's time to enroll, and they all enroll in a group. I teach you all that. So it is how to do a webinar if you want to do a webinar. And you don't have to do any of these things, but I'm sure Darcy has mentioned some of them, but how to do a webinar, how to have a free class, how to use email marketing, how to make content that's going to attract moms and not other doulas, and how to have conversations with moms that are going to get them into your birth class. So all that online marketing stuff, we go over how to use it with your birth class. And there's a bunch of tools. So the webinar script and slide deck is done. You just have to record it if you want to do your own webinar. Templates for emails, templates, or not templates, but content pillars for content. So it's like literally, here are some things that you can post about to promo your birth class online. So all of that training on how to use the curriculum online. And then we also meet 2 times a month for just Q&A sessions. Sometimes I'll bring in like a guest speaker. Sometimes I'll teach you a new strategy that I've learned. Other times it's just come with your questions. What's working? What's not working? We have office hours.
Awesome. Naomi, do you have a marketing question? And
Yes, our meetings are always recorded and you can pre-submit questions. We got to record it. Everyone's got a different crazy schedule. Melinda's question about the pricing. If you buy the course for your clients after you get the licensing, do you just get a discount on the price instead of commission? Yes. So when you are including the curriculum with your packages, your client is paying you and you have a special link that you go enroll them. So they're not having to pay you, then go enroll, then you wait for the commission. you have a discounted link and you just go enroll them there and they immediately get that all access.
Oh, Naomi, sorry.
And I was going to say, doulas, when you use this with your in-person clients, you always get 75% commission. So the online is 50 to 75, depending on what tier you're at. And if it's an in-person client, it's always 75% commission because you're doing a lot of work and you should be getting paid more than what you're getting paid now.
Oh, Naomi, all right, I love this question. How will people find out about the course? I'm bad with marketing. So at the very base level, you could simply add this into your package, your existing package that's on your website, raise the price of your top tier package $350, and now it includes this course. And so some people will buy it and you'll make a few $100 every time someone books that package. You could and then if you're talking on the phone and someone doesn't hire you, and you could downsell them into that. You could leave it there, make several $100s a month or whatever, or you could go all in and market it. And that's what Lizzie helps you with once you're inside. But I think here's what I'll say. If you like the idea of leading a cohort, like you could do a cohort every quarter, every 3 months. And if you just become known as the doula, your first one, you're not going to get that many. But if you become known as the doula in your town that's leading these live cohorts of childbirth ed, hybrid cohorts of childbirth ed, other doulas are going to send their clients to you because they want them to get this education. The chiropractors are going to send them to you. If you start networking in your community and they just know you're doing this, and you post on Facebook, share in the mom groups.
It's the same way that you find your in-person clients, but
Yeah.
now you can find more. Like you can take on more because you don't have to be there for the birth. So the same kind of methods you use to grow your in-person clientele, you can apply that to the online side.
Yeah. And I could riff on and on. Yes.
Yep.
It is
We have a
crucial.
lot of postpartum birth workers and also a lot of lactation educators who are like, their clients are coming to them having breastfeeding issues because of how their birth went. So they're like, I'm going to head off some of these things with birth education.
Yeah. The other thing is, I'm thinking of like easy ways to just bake this into your site. If you have I'm all about the SEO. Childbirth ed class near me is something that some people Google. Oh my God, so many episiotomies in Toronto. So you could write a blog on how to not have an episiotomy in Toronto. But yeah, you could. But if you had a blog post, had a page on your website that was childbirth education in Toronto, Naomi, that's what moms are Googling. And if you have a little description of why they need this and click here to buy this option.
Yep. Just listing it as a service on your website.
Yeah. But with a headline,
yes.
childbirth education in Toronto, that's gonna draw a lot of people to your website. And so doing something like, whoop.
Would you promote it as now offering childbirth education class, or how do you word it since we're not actually teaching it?
I would have the headline, the headline to be childbirth education in your city, because that's what people are Googling and that's what they'll get them. Then on that page, you explain what it is. It's a virtual childbirth ed class. And then whether you want to add in that you're every 2 months, 3 months, you do a live cohort where you're answering their questions and guiding them through that and all that. I think you just explain it. The other thing you could do is top 3 childbirth ed classes in Toronto. And you could just explain how women have options. You can go to the hospital and get their crappy childbirth ed, or you could do, this. So Valerie, I think just explaining the way you're going to run it. But so say you're not going to do the live cohort piece, like you just sell the benefits of this is a child. Yeah, you could go to the hospital class, or you could sit on your couch and get a much more comprehensive, better class at your own pace. Learn what you need to learn.
Yeah. This is a hang up for some of our birth workers because they're like, Lizzie, it's your class.
Oh.
No, it's not my class. It's Unmedicated Academy curriculum. And you use this online curriculum with your clients. It's no different than saying, oh, I teach Lamaze or I teach hypnobirthing. But I know it can feel a little different because you didn't sit there and record the lessons. But yeah, that's how everyone pretty much will say it. They're like, you're going to work with me with childbirth ed. I offer, so the way I say is they get 2 months of group support from me in the group chat. Like that's one of the things I offer is they get to be in Lizzie's group chat, and then they use Unmedicated Academy curriculum online. So you're selling those 2 pieces, but just being very clear that like it's an online curriculum, but you're working with me.
This reminded me of another huge benefit of why I love this. I talked to so many doulas who have trained as childbirth educators with Lamaze or all the other programs.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, you need a hybrid doula business, like record some of your childbirth ed to save you time. You can't.
You cannot.
So
right now, the only way to have a recorded online birth education is if you do it yourself. You make it yourself. And then this. Yeah. And that was another gap I was seeing when birth workers were coming to work with me. They're like, oh, I'm a Body Ready method pro. I do Lamaze. But they cannot do recorded stuff. And I did one-to-one birth classes. It's exhausting saying it over and over again. How long will clients have access to the course? They get lifetime access. So I don't cut them off. They get to come back for the next baby and refresh. I don't give them the support again. They would have to pay me again to get that 2 months of support, but they don't really need it. They've done it already. They just review the curriculum, but it is lifetime access.
Which is amazing. Yeah. So I just think that's a huge back to the Lamaze things. Like, no offense to Lamaze. I see why they do it, but it is a frustrating thing for doulas that have gone through. Here's the other thing that you do to buy Lizzie's, you don't have to pay to go get educated to be a childbirth educator, certified to be a childbirth educator.
Yeah. Yes.
I know.
You're just like a support person.
Yeah. I love this because if you're not an educator, I'm sending out my clients to hypnobirthing and Bradley, like I'm referring them out. And also, I never give them information until they sign with me, but you could also lose clients if they sign up for a class and they haven't signed your contract yet. They might end up signing with their instructor because they're like, oh, she knows so much. So I really like this.
Yes. And you make a good point. It's almost like continuity of care. So because you will have access to the curriculum, you will know what they're learning. And it's not who knows what birth class they took. Maybe they took a $27 birth class on YouTube, or maybe and you don't know, you're walking into their birth not really knowing where they're at. And this allows you to know exactly what they're learning. You're not going to sit there and hold their hand and make sure they watch every video, but it aligns better because, again, it's all like in-house, like you said.
Yeah, that's a really great.
There was something else I was going to say. When we were talking about the Lamaze and recording it. Oh, it's also so wonderful for the moms when you do a live class. The moms are, maybe you have a workbook or something, but once the class is done, it's done. And this is really great because they can refresh on certain topics right before.
Oh, yes.
Go over the induction. There's 5 lessons on Induction 101, and they can review that when their providers, we need to induce. And I need to think about this. And she can literally go review that right before.
I never thought of that. That's huge.
With a live class. Yes. Yeah. And they do go and review those things before.
All right. While people are thinking of other questions, can you give us a little behind the scenes preview?
Yeah. You want to see the birth class? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it is impressive.
Okay. I think this will work if I click over. Can you all see that?
Yep.
Okay. So this is our platform here. And it's literally made to start at the top and work your way through. So in this welcome video, I do explain who I am and that we have we're a community of birth workers and moms. That also clears up any confusion on who's the one talking here. It doesn't sound like Valerie. Yeah. So I do clear that up there. The first section is on actually prenatal care. So what's happening in the prenatal appointment, blood work, genetic testing, other routine things, some natural remedies and herbs, some common medications. And then we go into the meat of the class. So that's just a bonus module. We start with birth physiology. So let's normalize what normal birth is. I don't know, it's not letting me click on anything. Oh, my internet is being slow. But yeah, you can click through. Every lesson has a little bit of text and then a video that hopefully it is short. They're bite size because I don't want it to be overwhelming. So we go over birth physiology first. That's the foundation. Then we go into, this actually is not on here. So you're seeing my view. So it like has some of the things in there that are hidden. Like this doesn't actually say draft on it, but we go into the options and alternatives. So I think it is this one. This is the one that they see. What's evidence-based care, cascade of interventions, routines, late pregnancy routines and interventions. So when you open that up, there's what happens if you're GBS positive. How does having gestational diabetes affect your birth plan? What is suspected big baby? Ultrasounds and NSTs in the third trimester. And really everything comes through a lens of physiology. So it's slightly biased towards physiology. But when you watch one of these lessons, it is, here's the risks, here's the benefits, and it's a really quick overview. And then there's another lesson here that has some more research if they want to dig deeper into some of these topics. Cervical exams, induction. Oh, here's the research library. So they can click and read this PubMed study on which probiotic is best to prevent GBS. And there's just a lot of information. Let me go back over here. Here's that Induction 101. So these are single lessons, but some of them have multiple.
What I love about this is like, we all know those clients that like want to know everything and read and then we have the ones that want to just skim and get the top line information that they need. And this serves both of those types of learners.
Yes, absolutely. And then we go into the strategy is like the coping tools, but also how to advocate. And now we're talking in theory before. Here's physiology. Here's kind of how the hospital works and some of your options. Here's how to really apply everything that you have learned. And then the last module is the support module where we go over a little bit of partner prep, some last minute things like writing a birth plan, conversation. I made this. My husband would never do this whole class with me. He just would rather die, I think. So the last module is made for mom and partner, whoever that's going to be. If that's the husband, the aunt, the mom, to do together so that their support person is understanding how to support her in her birth, which she'll have you, the doula, but we still you have walked into births where the husband was clueless versus the husband you could tell took a birth class. And it's nice to have the husband that kind of knows what's going on. And then some bonus. So that's the four modules. And then we have newborn procedures, little bonus lesson. And then we have unmedicated VBAC. So I just go over some of the specific things that VBAC moms need to understand. Just a few. What's next? Here we got hospital bag checklist, daily labor prep checklist, just a few little bonuses. This is actually not in the program right now because I need to update it, but that is everything that's in there.
So good.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It looks great. My question, you said that it's the physiological birth. That means that you don't talk about things like epidural at all?
I do, because I talk about the epidural and I talk about induction. And again, it is coming from, we want to avoid these things as much as possible, but you also need to understand the risks and the benefits and how it works before you go in
And
sometimes
educate about the cascades and why it's better to avoid the small interventions because they can lead to the big interventions.
Yes, I cover that starting in pregnancy with the 3rd trimester scan and the big baby and the high blood pressure, because they're just being blindsided, these moms.
Yes.
Yeah. Another question that comes up a lot that I wanted to cover is this for moms who maybe want an epidural? And so the mom who wants an epidural that doesn't really care and wants to be told what to do, she's not talking to you. She's not talking to you. The mom that's talking to you that maybe wants an epidural, she wants to be informed. She wants to know her options. She wants to put the epidural off as long as possible. So actually in that very first lesson, I do say, I know this is called Unmedicated Academy. An unmedicated birth is the icing on the cake. What we really want is you to have a positive experience and for you to be autonomous and informed, because that's how you're going to walk out not thinking I never want to do this again, and instead having a birth story that you really like sharing. It's not just for unmedicated moms, but primarily that is who we get. But it does work. Not all of our moms have an unmedicated birth. Some of them do.
Educated moms.
Educated, yep. Informed, yes, absolutely.
Love that.
Excellent.
All right. Oh my God. Thank you for showing us that. I just think it's such a gift to these moms to give that, really empower them to go through this at their own pace.
Yeah. And that is also what something like this does, is it puts the ownership on them so that they're not like, Naomi, will you save me? Will you do it for me? You're the one that's going to help me have an unmedicated birth. And it's, no, sis, it's you. Like, you are the magic. And so this helps them really see that. And I talk about that in the program a lot too.
Yeah.
And it makes a difference from those clients. You all know what kind of client I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Any other questions? I don't want to take up too much more of everybody's time. I'll put the sign up here before March 28th.
And I just wanted to ask about the session that you're offering, Darcy, included with this.
Yes. I am. So I haven't picked the date yet, but it'll be sometime, probably once you're halfway through with Lizzie.
Yeah, that's
I do a coaching call for everybody who signs up for this cohort to just, honestly, it'll be around the marketing and brainstorming, like exactly how to build this into your doula business, how to market it in your community, how to market it online if you want to, all the things. And it'll be a very, what's the word? You just bring your questions and I'll riff on, I have ideas in my head. Since you came into my doula village, I've just been thinking nonstop. I'm like, doulas could do this, and then you could do this. I think, there's always that moment, like you join a new training, and then you're like, exactly. Oh, I think it was you, Naomi. Wait, how do I market this? I'm bad at marketing. So I want to just hold your hands and help you all make sure that you're using this to its utmost capability and maximizing the earning potential here for doulas is really fantastic. And I'm exhaling because it's that exhale of, I know I'm just talking to so many of you. You still want to be a doula, but you don't want to go to 5 births a month. You don't want to be on call all the time, but you have to pay the mortgage. Having something like this where you're bringing in a few extra $100 every time gives you that breathing room that just makes this whole thing of being a doula manageable.
Yeah.
Currently, I have 2 postpartum clients. I'm working 4 hours at one, commuting an hour to the other one, working 6 hours there, commuting an hour back home. You think I'm making dinner for my family? No.
Then you have to order something.
I have a question about, you said, Lizzie, that we would get 75% commission if it's a in-person client. I was a little about that.
Yeah. So let me lay that out. So
do you have the slide, Lizzie? Sorry.
Yeah, I can pull that up. Yeah.
I am such a
Let me
visual
find the
person.
slide real quick before you see all my
Close all the tabs.
It's a mess over here. Yeah. Actually, you know what I would love to show you is just, I'm gonna figure out which slide is the best one to show you.
So while you're looking at that, so the package is $350. That's what it is, right? So that's what we market as $350, and then you give us commission. Okay.
And I don't, that's the part that is a little different with the in-person, is I don't give you the commission. But let me share this real quick. Oh, wrong tab. Okay. So when you're putting it into your birth package, so you're going to raise your package. Here's your package. Maybe you do 2 prenatals, birth support, 2 postpartum visits, and it's $1,200. So you're going to raise that $350. All that stays, all your work stays the same, except now you have an online birth class to offer them. And the way that this one works is you have a link that you just go enroll them, and it is $86. So you're not making a commission here because they're paying you. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. So we're purchasing it for them at $86, but we're charging them $350.
Correct. And that works out to be that 75% commission.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the most confusing part for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm in Canada, so how will it translate to someone in Canada as far as the different currency?
I don't know what the exchange is. I know it's not good for Canadian.
Yeah. The Canadian dollar is really bad right now compared to the American.
So it didn't mean give me the amount, but as far technically when I'm
when you're doing the $86 thing, yeah, it'll be more for you. What does that convert to?
But I will also charge more from them. So it will be like a Canadian website for me. That's my question. Just the technical part. Will it be all Canadian in Canadian dollars, or you will get your American website?
You will get my American website.
But
correct.
In her case, does the client have to ever see that?
No. So that's nice, actually.
So she can just charge it in Canadian dollars, pay you 86 American dollars.
Yes, which is 119 Canadian dollars. I just looked it up. That's the 86. So yeah, and you would raise it more than 350 so that you're making more money. You would raise it technically whatever 350 converts to.
So the client here doesn't have to see that I'm
no.
They don't, because they will be afraid when they see that they have to pay in American dollars. That's my concern.
Yes, that is a little scary. No, they won't see that. They won't see it at all. Do you have a valued at for the online birth class? I don't know. What do you think it's valued at? It depends. They're meeting with, they get 2 months access to me via chat. That's valued at $1,200, I feel like. But I would say our price is very affordable. It's very affordable for what is included. I would say it's probably valued 500 plus with what's in there.
Okay, I missed that part. So our clients will have access to you for 2 months?
No, that's what I do with my clients.
Oh, okay. Okay.
When they enroll with me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would say the value is, that's a great question.
Isn't that always a made up number anyways?
Yes, it is. But it's based on, you could base it on what would it cost you, every doula in this room, to go teach for 30 hours.
Oh, you want to hear something crazy? I saw this TikTok video and the mom was talking about, she went and enrolled in the hospital's class, and I think it was $45 for a 90-minute class or an hour class, something like that. And I extrapolated that to 30 hours. It's a lot of money. So you could also, you go look up what your hospital's birth class costs, because then in that case, it's valued at, it was like $2,000 or something like that. Something crazy like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be a great thing, Sarah. This is a great marketing point to put on your website. Sure, you could hire me to come teach you one-on-one at, $50 an hour times 30 hours. Yeah, that would be $1,500. Or you could just watch this on your couch at your own pace for $350.
Yeah, that was a great question.
Ooh, Another great question.
What is your average number of people in your monthly cohorts? Do you limit it, or is it open to however many you want to enroll? And how long are your online sessions? So my goal is always to enroll 10 moms, and I do a group every month. So 30 moms a quarter, 120 moms a year. And that's just a good number for me. That's a good number for me to be the amount of effort I want to put in with marketing and talking to all these women and talking to them about birth. And it's also, once they're in, I could handle probably 20 moms a month. But I like to keep it manageable. I don't work that many hours, and I homeschool my kids and all that stuff. So my goal is always 10, and I usually enroll around 10 moms a month. And I wouldn't limit it. I don't think I would, because it's all done. They just come and ask me the questions. Like, I don't think I would limit it. And then my online sessions, the way they just get in the group chat. So they just send me questions when they have questions in the group chat. There's no length to the session. Now, we do also have a Facebook group for all the doulas and the birth workers and the moms who use the curriculum. And I will do question days in there. And sometimes that takes me 15 minutes a week.
Okay, yes. Actually, this is the other way that you can use the course, the way you are. You're teaching a cohort every month to people anywhere.
Anywhere. And I do it by due date. So
yeah.
Right now I'm enrolling June moms. And then the cutoff is the end of the month. June moms, you got to start. Because I don't want them trying to cram it in at the
yeah. All right. So can you talk about, first answer this. Is it a group chat or a live session or both? Yvette, you could.
It's both. For me, that's what I do.
You could do whatever you want.
Yes.
Sorry, exactly. I'm just going to unmute.
Go ahead.
So I'm just asking, how long are the sessions? Because you said it's a group chat, so they just send you questions, but how long is it if it's a live session? Do you have live sessions? Do you
No. You mean like with the cohort? So they have access to me in the group chat for 2 months.
But you're not hosting like a 60-minute Zoom.
No.
I said that.
Because that's how you do it, right? Yeah. So I don't do Zoom because I really found they weren't coming. They weren't coming to the Zoom. They were just submitting the questions and watching the recording. So I just go live in the Facebook group. So it's not really, it's just however many questions they have, I answer live. And it never has ever gone over 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have live sessions. They're just lives within a Facebook group.
Yes, that's how I do it. You could do a live session. That would be fun.
I'm trying to understand what you do because it helps me.
Yeah.
That's what I can do.
Yeah. Yeah. And I really just found they can't come to the time that I set on the schedule. So doing that live is just nice in the group because it records it and then it lives in the group and I can collect the questions in the group. So it works really nice.
So you, Lizzie, don't even have a hybrid doula business at this point. You're totally online. You're running these these monthly cohorts. You're selling it to moms everywhere. So that's my dream because I want to go to Florida when it's cold and ski when I want to ski, and I want to just travel. So I want to run my business from anywhere. How are you filling those cohorts? How are you finding 10 people every single month?
This is exactly what I'll teach you too. The trainings, right? It's really everything I do to run my business. I would say my main lead generator and conversion is my podcast. So I have a podcast for moms.
Yes.
And it's great because it's like short form content. This Instagram stuff, like it's bad. It's bad. It is not a good place right now. 2021, it was great. Now it is better to get them off Instagram and get them to my podcast. That's how I do it. Your YouTube channel. And a free class is another great way, which is all of those. I don't teach you how to do a podcast. That would be too much, I think, to teach you. But how to do a free class. So like using Instagram is also a great lead generator. So using Instagram to send them to the podcast. Every episode of the podcast sells them on the birth class. So that's primarily, and then I also from Instagram will send them to my free class, and the free class also sells the birth class and has a whole email funnel attached to it.
Yeah.
So email marketing is another way.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then I have sales conversations with these women, and I ask them about what they're planning and what they want. And I say, if it's not a good fit, I say, you know what? I don't think it's a good fit, but maybe this would be great for you. If it is a good fit, which mostly it is a good fit, I say, hey, I'm enrolling June moms now. Do you want to start? And a lot of the times they do.
That's awesome.
So I clicked on the link and I saw that it's $1,000 for the course, but I saw also that it's something that we can create. So what does that mean? That it's editable? That I can make videos to add to it? I just don't really
That's the webinar. So if you want to host like a free class, like I was talking about how I use that, I have a slide deck and a script that you can edit and make your own and record a free class. And then it's great because if you want to promote this online, you get them into the free class, which everybody loves a free class, and then hopefully it converts them into.
But for that, you need equipment, right?
That is the only part. You have to do it yourself. Now, I do have, and this is getting very technical, so I don't know, I don't want to lose anybody here. But there also is a way that you get a link to my free class. Can I show you guys the website real quick? Okay. What's great when you do your own free class is you can utilize your email marketing. If you don't have email marketing set up, then you don't really need to make your own free class. So this is the website, and they can click enroll here, and you will have a link if you're going to enroll not your in-person clients, and it will go here, but it'll be attached to you and it'll be your sale. We have a free class here. You can also get a link to this page. And so if you sent a mom this link and she said, oh, I want the birth prep class and I'm going to download it now. And then she decided from there, I'm going to enroll in Unmedicated Academy here. Boom. She is your client. So it like tags them. And what's great, when they click this link, they are not on my email list. They don't get my email funnel. So I know that was a little complicated. That was a little high level, but there is a way for you to utilize the free class on the website as a lead generator.
But again, this is all the kind of stuff that you're going to teach them and walk them through.
Correct.
They enroll.
This is like online offer 101 is what I basically will go over.
Yeah.
In the trainings. Yeah.
Do you have any graphics that we can use that you've already make a post with your business name on it, with your graphic that says unmedicated birth, that we could just make a post? Okay.
Yeah. So I need to beef that up a little bit, but there are a few things in there that go to Canva and you can swap the colors out and change it, tweak it, add your picture, whatever you want to do and post. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm a little computer challenged. So any of that stuff is so hard for me.
You know what we should do is we should have a pinned post day where we all make our pinned post for Unmedicated Academy, like in one of our sessions, one of our training sessions.
Yeah.
I like that.
Boom. Bonus tip, it would be cool, Lizzie, if you had an image that they could add to their websites.
We do have like mock-ups.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
you're getting this in the package. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh, all right. You guys asked some really great questions. And I thank you all for coming. And I hope that you take advantage of this awesome offer to, it's just such a great chance to grow your doula business and help reduce the episiotomy rate in Toronto.
this is why I do it, is I am so tired of moms walking in to the hospital underprepared. And so that's why I'm like, I'll give you money. I'll give you money and I'll give you curriculum. Just give your moms this information, please.
Some final question before you go. So I'm really actually excited about it, but I'm a relatively new doula. I changed careers, it's new for me. And I get almost all my clients at this point from agencies. I just built my website and I really try to get my own business because agencies, they take 30%. I really want to get my own business going. But at this point, I'm not there yet. My website is not getting visitors. I'm not techie either. So I just wonder how I can, I'm afraid that I'll buy it, I'll put it on my website, but then no one knows my website. If you, during the training, Lizzie, will you be giving me some tips how to put it out there in a more effective way?
Yeah, and all the online pieces we'll talk about. We'll
Okay,
talk
cool.
about all that. Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know if you covered that. Is there like a special if we sign up today, or
The special is that you get the coaching session with me.
Okay.
I've never had that before. I won't do it again anytime soon. So that's the special, is that you get, in addition to all the things Lizzie mentioned, I'll do a special bonus session for you all.
And what's great is I know a lot about the online funnel part, but Darcy knows a lot about growing your doula business and working with women in your communities. And so she's got a lot of knowledge that I don't have. So this is a great combo.
And I will say, not to toot my own horn, but my kind of superpower is like on this coaching call, talking to you for 2 minutes and listening to what your current doula business is and what you want it to be. Like, do you want to be working online and working from anywhere, or do you want to just help a few moms a month in your community? I can rapid fire
and tweak it to everyone's individual business and goals.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what the call will be about. Like, I will help you best utilize this for the way you want to have your doula business be. That's what it'll be. And all the marketing ideas to match. So I'm just so pumped about this for everybody. Sign up now and then I'll help you, Valerie.
Sounds good.
And I love an offer where it pays for itself. Like
you don't need another certification. You need something that you can like monetize.
Yeah.
Right.
In a month. Yeah. So this is great. So thank you so much, Lizzie, for helping us all understand this on a deeper level. I really appreciate it. Everybody here, reach out to Lizzie or myself if you have questions. And yeah, hopefully you'll sign up in the next couple of days.
Yeah, I'm excited to see your name come through. All right.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Bye.
Thank you.